Good morning, grade R's, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual class. We are on week 2, day 3. First, we are going to start with life skills. Remember, you must write your date in the kitty cat lines. It is the 27th of January. Now, we are going to do the memory game. It says, let's read through our daily program and see if you can memorize it. Let's quickly go through our program. Our first step is good morning when we greet each other when we get to school. Then we have circle time where we talk about how everyone's days went, what is the weather like, and any exciting news. Then we start with our first subject of the day, which is maths. After maths, we are so tired, but we just want to go and play outside. So then we have break time. After break time, we do sport, which is also known as our physical. After physical, we are looking for some fun, so then we start with creative arts where we use our paint and crayons. After art, we have free play, and this is where you're allowed to just be a child and play inside class with teachers' blocks and teddies. After free play, we have reading, where ma'am reads you a nice story before you go home. And then last but not least, we say goodbye to all our friends, we go home and we get well rested for the next day. Now, I want you to go and memorize this. And then tonight before you go to bed, you tell mommy and daddy what you do in the day at school. Now for our next page, it says, find the hidden picture in the playground and color in the hidden objects. This is the hidden objects that you have to find in the picture. Remember, you must only color in those 5 pictures, not the whole picture. Now it is time for our mathematics period. Remember, you write your date with your writing pencil, the 27th of January. We are busy with symmetry in shapes. It says, draw the symmetrical line for each shape. Now, let's first practice before we start with our work. In this picture, you'll see it is a face. Now, to make something symmetrical, we need to cut it in half so that both sides are equal. Do you see that the face has an eye on each side and a smile on each side? Very good. Now, let's look at another picture. This is an arrow. Can I cut the arrow in half like this? Do they look equal on both sides? No, they are not equal. So then my shape is not symmetrical. Here is our first shape. Do you know what shape this is? It is a heart. Now, how are we going to make the heart symmetrical? We are going to cut it in half like this. Do you see that both sides look exactly the same? Very good. So that means our heart is symmetrical. Now for our next shape. This is an oval. How are we going to make the oval symmetrical? We can cut it in half like this or like this. Now, they look symmetrical. Either way you do it. So there is 2 ways of making an oval symmetrical. Our third shape is a triangle. Do you know how to make it symmetrical? Yes, very good. We are going to cut it in half down the middle. Look at both sides. They look the same. Very good. Our next shape is a circle. How are we going to make it symmetrical? Good. We are going to cut it in half from the top to the bottom. But we can also cut it from side to side. And all of them are symmetrical. Remember, you can only draw one line. Don't draw both lines. And our last shape is a square. Now, How are we going to make it symmetrical? Good, you remembered. We are going to cut it in half from the top to the bottom. And do you see another way? Yes, we can also cut it in the middle from left to right. Very good. Now all our shapes are symmetrical. For our next mathematical worksheet, we are doing patterns. It says we need to complete the pattern. Now, a pattern is when it does the same thing over and over again. So, in our first row, we have a circle and a triangle. Now, to complete the pattern, we need to copy it. So, next we have to put in a circle and a triangle. Very good. Do you see that it's the same? So it is circle, triangle, circle, triangle. Let's do our next shape. Now for our next pattern. Our pattern is a square and a circle. How are we going to complete it? Yes, we're going to draw a square and we're going to draw a circle. Now our pattern is complete. Square, circle, square, circle. Very good. Our next pattern is a circle and a triangle lying on its side. How are we going to complete it? Very good. We are going to draw a circle and then we are going to draw a triangle on its side. And another pattern is complete. Circle, triangle, circle, triangle. Very good, great notes. And for our next pattern, we have a square and a triangle. Do you know how to complete this pattern? Very good. We are going to draw a square and then a triangle so that our pattern is square, triangle, square, triangle. Now for our last pattern, we have a circle and a diamond. Now, ma'am didn't put in the answers for this one. I want to see if you can do it on your own. Good luck! For our last subject of the day is English. Remember, you write your name with your writing pencil the 27th of January. What we have to do is we have to find all the objects that are red. Now you can see there are no objects that are red, but in the real life we have these objects in red. This is the key that tells us what objects we have to find. So remember, you have to color in only these objects and color them in red. This is where you will find all the objects that we've looked at in the key. Good luck, grade nought, and color in nicely. Well, that is it for today. Well done. Ma'am is very proud of you. Now you go get a good night's rest and then we can see you tomorrow and finish tomorrow's work. Goodbye. Parents, all please remember to like our YouTube channel and also our Facebook page. Remember, there is telephone numbers attached to this picture. If you are in need, just give us a phone call. Goodbye.